What's up, YouTube? You checking out the Frequent Flyer. If you're returning, welcome back. Right now I want to talk about the brand new Babyhawk R. Now this is a totally different experience than the original Babyhawk, the first one. Really happy to see that they just went back to the drawing board and started all over, even though the original Babyhawk wasn't bad at all. I really liked this model. It was a really fun model, but it was lacking in certain areas, and this one seems like they improved on every area. It has better motors, more powerful motors. It takes 3S better, and it's got more punch. They added this little capacitor on the side. Not sure if the capacitor makes a really big difference, but it's there. And we have clear video on it, although we had clear video on this one too, but the camera was the problem most of all that I think I'm most happy that they addressed. And this one came with a CCD camera now instead of this CMOS camera. Now the CMOS camera seemed like it was very dark in certain situations on the Babyhawk, the original one, but it had really great range because it's 200 milliwatts switchable. Now this one, the same deal for the most part. It's, I think, 200. It's switchable up to 250 milliwatts, and this one came tuned a little better. So you really can tell after flying this without any PID changes or anything. I can really tell that somebody actually flew this thing and tuned it, because the Babyhawk R flies great, and I didn't do any PID tuning at all. I think no tune has been perfect that I've gotten off of different quads and all when they're tuned by someone else, and you check them out. They, for the most part, just get you in the ballpark where you can just make small minor adjustments and have it flying the way you want it to fly. But this thing flies really nice punch. It's really made for 3S, but it supports 4S, and you can even fly this with a 2S. I've flown it with 2S and it's not bad at all. So really great options with batteries with this one. Whereas with this one, some people were reporting that they were burning out motors or whatnot. I didn't have any problems with the original Babyhawk. I've flown it with 3S a lot, and mine's is still going. Didn't blow out any motors or anything, and I have 2 of them. But there were reports of some people saying that they burned out motors or motors were getting hot. I'm suspecting that maybe it was their tune, but this one you don't have any worries. I've heard that these motors usually come down hot in a hover indoors, but mine's really don't get hot. I think this is a really nice combination with these props here. These new Avan props seem to be very efficient, and they're supposedly made especially for these motors. These are 6000 kV 1106 motors from Emax, and I really like these motors. I actually use this motor and the same stack in a build, and it's one of my favorites. This, I'm calling this my Eagle 120, but it has the same motors and the same stack in here, and this thing has been great. Now the Babyhawk R for the moment only supports 2-inch props, but I'm hearing that they're coming out with arm extensions. The way they made the frame, the arms are independent, and so they're coming out with some new arms supposedly that are a little longer, and so we can get larger props on here. So that's going to be great. Really loving the thought that Emax has put into this thing. It flies really nice punch. Now I didn't see any DSM-X versions. I'm a DSM-X guy. I've been flying mine on FR Sky because that's the way it came, but as you can see, I do have some progress here made. I have 2 zip ties tied on the side there, and they're going to be supports for my antennas for my DSM-X satellite that I'm planning to put on this thing. And so it does support DSM-X, the board does, and I'm going to show you guys when I do mine. I think I'm going to put it on the Chop Shop channel and show you where you can put those connectors in there. I can see it from here, but I don't know if you guys can see through the canopy there. Those 3 pads in the rear of those pads that are being used are actually for 3.3 volts and the DSMX RX. And so really awesome flyer here. It has everything, all the bells and whistles are ticked. It has Betaflight OSD. You can really tell that this thing was developed by someone who is a pilot. And so just all around really nice. I'm really liking it. We've got a winner here from Emax, the new Babyhawk R. Thanks for watching.